Hi guys, I'm a Forester here with another retirement video. Now in 2020, gold is making a fantastic run, and the issue that I want to address with you is whether gold should be part of your portfolio in retirement. This week I tried to sell some gold bullion for the very first time, and I want to share that experience with you. But first, let me give you some background. Now, if you had asked me 5 years ago or 25 years ago whether I thought gold or silver should be in a diverse portfolio, I'd have definitely said no. I followed gold prices over my career, but I didn't know much about investing in gold, and I knew that I didn't know much about it. I figured it was easy to buy gold, but much harder to get a fair price when selling it. So how did I come about owning gold and silver bullion? Well, the answer is I don't. This belongs to my wife. Several years ago, she decided to buy American Eagles based on ads that were running on the radio and the internet. Since then, prices have languished up until this summer of 2020, and now I'm helping her get it sold. Okay, I decided to come inside to the tabletop so you have a better look at the coins, but there's a limited number of ways to sell gold bullion. You can pack it up and mail it into an online business, or you can sell it in person at a local business. Enter Hyatt Coin in Charlotte, North Carolina. They're probably the largest coin store in the Carolinas. I called them this week and asked how they price their offers on gold and bullion. And what I was told was very promising. I was told that they basically offer spot price or very close to it. Now, if it's in a rising market, they said they can offer a few dollars above spot price. Well, the next day we took our bullion out of our safety deposit box and made the 2-hour trek north. When we got there, I was surprised at the line of people in the store carrying cardboard boxes and plastic containers of gold to sell at Hyatt's. We took our place at the end of the line, and when our turn came, we had all of 5 minutes to talk to the buyer. He verified the purity of the gold, and he made his offer, which was spot price. I verified it online myself at the time. So far, so good. Then he threw us his curveball. Spot price minus $20 per coin. Now, if you were buying an American Eagle in his store, you'd pay spot price plus $20 or $25. But he wants to get a little sugar from us too. What got me was that he didn't mention the minus 20 on the phone because he wanted me to make that 2-hour drive, and it worked. When I mentioned that, he simply said, "We're done," and called up the next customer. I chalk it up to my education. Hopefully you'll learn from my experience. So getting back to whether gold should be part of a retirement portfolio, there are pros and cons, and there's really only one big pro. Gold is a hedge against inflation. That's why gold is going up this summer of 2020. The global economy is suffering and money's being printed like crazy. I expect gold will continue its climb when our second $1 trillion stimulus package is approved. There are a couple cons though. Con number one is compared to other investments, there's only a limited number of buyers for gold, so the seller is at a disadvantage. I think basically you just have to wait until the price gets high enough to meet your expectations with a little bit of a buffer, and then to not worry about it. The biggest negative about investing in gold is that you might have to wait for a long time, like 10, 20, or even 30 years before you can sell it. If you bought gold in 1980, for example, you'd have to wait 28 years before selling it for a profit. If you bought it in 1990, you'd have to wait 18 years. And if you bought it in 2000, you'd still have to wait 8 to 10 years before selling it for a profit. For retirees, we may not have the time to wait for the next peak in gold prices. The bottom line is that it's sort of like when I was in the hog business in the 1980s. I never made any money at it, but our freezer was full of pork, and I learned a lot. If you're attracted to owning gold and silver, go for it, but make it a small part of your portfolio and be prepared to learn a lot. Y'all take care.